Hey everyone, this is Putt King back here once again for this week's story time. And for this week's story time, I'm going to tell you about a time I had a little trouble with the cops without knowing at first. Yeah, sounds weird, doesn't it? Well, I'll explain what I mean in the story. I'll get to the story right now. It all started back my senior year in high school. I was just having lunch with a friend and then out of the blue, well, not out of the blue for me because I had a first period class with this girl. But this girl just comes up to me while I'm eating with my friend and she portrays a real interest in me. How do I know she portrays a real interest? Well, I mean, she comes up, starts talking, anything, and then maybe not even 5-10 minutes into the conversation, she just throws the question out. Will you go out with me? I am kind of, I don't know a lot about this girl, but I thought she can't seem so bad. I will take a chance. And my friend thought it was kind of weird because he said he went to the bathroom during lunch, and when he came back, we were holding hands. And he thought that was kind of quick, and it was kind of quick. And I was totally wrong for, accepting. Because later that led into the relationship, oh, it became disastrous and more disastrous every day. Anyway, the time that we had to run in was the first day. The first day, and it's after school, so we're meeting, and she gets in my car with me, and I'm gonna take her home. Little did I know that she doesn't want to go home. She wants to stay out as long as she can to keep from going home. And I don't know why, but as long as I was hanging out with her, I wanted, more and more to take her home. Just like leave some time to myself, but, she didn't want that. And then we're probably about 45 minutes in, driving around, and then I get a call on my phone. My sister tried to call me, but I didn't pick up. So I said, this must be important. Let me call her back. And oh, it was important. They said that, this girl, actually lives in a group home, and, I was in trouble for having the girl in the car with me, and I had to get the girl back home as soon as possible, like, right away, or he was going to threaten to call the cops. So I tell her, what's going on, and she still objects to try to wanting to go back to the group home. I tell her that I've got to, I have no choice. We're having some trouble, that, her guardian, they were going to call the cops if I did not get her back home. So I had to get her back home. I rushed to get her back home as soon as I can. And little did I know that, it was not a good picture. I bring her back home. And then the guardian asked me, he's like, do you know that she's a minor? Now, I knew that she was a minor, but to protect myself, I lied and told them, no, I didn't know she was a minor. But I did know that, but I only lied because to protect myself. I thought I was in big trouble if I said yes. So, anyway, after we got her home, it wasn't pretty. I watched the whole sight. It's like the guardian was trying to come get her, and, she was yelling at the guardian, like, don't touch me, don't come near me. I even think she, flipped out the B word to her, but I'm not going to say it for respect here on YouTube. But yeah, I mean, it's like I'm talking to them, and they said that, that the guardian was not really mad at me, but she was mad at the girl and everything because she knew better. Like, she knows that she's not supposed to get in somebody else's car, but she just went and got in my car anyway. So they say I'm not really at fault. She's really at fault for getting in there. And then it doesn't end there. It still goes on. After that, my mom calls me and she's asking, did you get the girl home yet? And I was like, yes, I got her home. So you would think that's the end, right? No, that's not the end. What happens next is that when they call the cops actually show up there. And they don't really know me, but they, get all the information from me. And then the cop questions me. He's like, didn't you deal with a runaway? I was like, yeah, how'd you know that? He's like, I was the one that investigated that runway too. I'll tell you guys about the runway story next week. But anyway, after the cops, just asked me that question, did I deal with the runaway? And I said, yes. How did you know? He's like, I'm the one that investigated that one. Anyway, yeah, the relationship after that at school started to go downhill very fast. I even tried breaking up with her a couple times, and then I had to make up a plan to get rid of her, and it got rid of her. I mean, even the people living at the group home knew that girl was not right in the head. But anyway, after that, that was the end of that situation. Yeah. I mean, when I broke it off with her, I had to do it 3 times, but it worked the 3rd time. And that was the story of the time, that I brought a girl into in my car without knowing that she was not supposed to be in there. And that is how I got in trouble with the cops. But that's it for this week. Now, this story time may not have been good as the others, but I mean, this was the best one that I thought, would be fit for this week. If you enjoyed this story, hit the like and hit that red button to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any videos. And I'll see you guys next time. I hope to see you in my uploads and my lives and in my Storytime premieres. Because yes, their Storytime premieres are every Monday. So I'll be back next Monday with that story. And like I told you, you'll get a little preview. Since it had a runaway question involved, it'll be the runaway story. So stay tuned for that. Until then, hope you'll have a good day. Peace out, everyone.